through. And joining us now is Jesse, the co-founder of Studio Wildcard, to give us an inside look at ARK Survival Evolved. Jesse, how are you, man?
Good, how's it
going? Good to see it.
going?
Things are going good, man. So, yeah, let's talk a little bit about ARK, another game that is popular on Steam. We just had Player Unknown here talking about this title, and ARK is up there on the charts too. So
we always run into each other at these events.
I was going to say. But you guys, again, have built an incredible game that people are excited about, and also on console now as well, right?
Yep, exactly.
People can check out. So what's new for ARK here at E3?
Well, as some of you might have noticed today at the Microsoft conference, ARK is going to be a day one title on Xbox One X.
Okay.
We're very excited about it. We've been working with the console for a while now, and it's amazing. It's basically like epic settings on PC.
Yeah.
We're targeting 60 FPS. We recently introduced on all platforms variable frame rate in ARK. So ARK's one of those games where you never know what's happening. People could build huge bases. There could be 100 dinosaurs around you.
Yeah.
So we're also excited on Xbox One X with that extra horsepower. You'll notice less sort of variations in your frame rate hitting that 60 FPS target as you go around the world. So sometimes when there's less stuff going on, we might have a higher frame rate. Sometimes when there's craziness going on, we'll ratchet it down a little bit. But overall, the quality is going up a lot. It would have been easy to say, hey, we've got more power, let's just take the Xbox One version and crank up the resolution. But actually what we've gone and done is brought over a lot of our stuff from the PC version of the game. Yep. Our better atmospherics, so we've got volumetric clouds and lighting now on Xbox One X. We've got higher draw distances equal to PC epic settings, higher resolution textures, all sorts of stuff. And it's going to be really awesome. Everybody who owns it on Xbox gets it through the crossplay functionality and backwards compatibility. Wow. So if you get an Xbox One X, you have all your save games and all that stuff. You just get that boost of extra quality. So.
What did you think of the Xbox One X today?
Oh, it's great. Everything from the dev kits, it's so much easier to develop on, all the new features they've added. It's faster in all sorts of ways, especially for us developers. Transferring to it's way faster. It's easier to iterate. In terms of horsepower, it's just phenomenal. It's it is expensive as a consumer product, but when you think about that price for what you might pay for a similarly spec PC, it doesn't seem unreasonable to me at all. And I think that the stuff we're able to take advantage with ARK of having a game and making an enhanced version for people who opt in. It's like being on PC, and we want to make the players who go get the 1080 cards or the latest AMD cards, they want to do that to get higher quality graphics and better performance. And that it's exciting to us that there's such a huge bump with the Xbox One X to make ARK look that much better on consoles.
What about PlayStation?
Well, PlayStation, we got the PS4 Pro enhanced version.
Exactly.
That's already out there, the higher frame rate. It's
you're everywhere. That's cool.
Before the X came out, that was the best console version. But it's hard to argue with that 6 teraflops, whatever that is.
I love. You're a gamer. You know this. It's how different do you think it's gonna feel?
Well, I can tell you it already feels much more different when you pop in a game that you've been playing on Xbox One and it's enhanced for Xbox One X.
So PS4 Pro versus Xbox One X, how much different will it be?
Oh, I would say probably 50% in terms of
Are you going to have
speed
same frame
stuff.
rate, same everything on PS4 Pro versus One X, you think?
In our game?
Yeah.
It's not really possible. There's a couple reasons for that. The Xbox One X not only has faster processing, it has a lot more RAM too.
Okay.
So that's why we're able to put in all the extra draw distances, all the extra meshes, higher resolution textures.
So 60 on One X?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And variable frame rate, like I said, it's an online game, so there's all sorts of crazy stuff going on.
Yeah.
But I think one of the big differentiating factors with that for us is that there was a console version that we kind of made targeted medium settings on PC. And with this, we're actually now targeting sort of our epic settings, which is our high-end quality, which we're really excited about. So.
That's good. Now tell us about the roadmap of content that you guys are going to have for ARK, because this is a game that obviously is evolving over time.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be sharing.
So we have kind of a saying, ABC, always be creating,
yeah.
At Wildcard. And you can see that through our development. We put out patches every month now with, I think our last patch had 5 dinosaurs in it, and man, we were really crunching on that one, but we really wanted to get to that point where we had all of the creatures in the game that we initially promised, 100 creatures, but that doesn't mean we're done. As we get closer to our launch that we're going to have this year, we're going to talk a little bit about that more during the rest of E3. We're going to have more content coming after that launch and up until that launch. So we view that this launch of ARK that's coming up is kind of the start of a new era of the game, and it's not like, hey, we're done. It's like, okay, next phase. You know, and so we'll continue to create new content. And in terms of what also is coming on the roadmap, one thing we haven't talked about definitively in a while is the Windows 10 version. We're actually really excited through all the crossplay stuff that's going on with Xbox One X and Xbox One. We'll be putting out the Windows 10 version simultaneously with the Xbox One X version. And we're going to have crossplay between the Windows 10 version and the Xboxes. So if you buy it once, you get it anywhere. So if you've bought it on Xbox, you can fire up a PC in your house and play with any of your other friends on Xbox Live. And that's another great thing that we promised to the community, but it's just been taking a while to get there. But now that we've done all this work to get the game running on 2 Xbox consoles, getting it running on 2 Xboxes and Windows 10 framework is all kind of the same chunk of work. So we're really excited to announce that's coming later this year as well.
All right, well, lots of versions, but lots of players. And,
we want anyone who plays ARK, who wants to play ARK, to be able to play it wherever they play. So we've got even more stuff going on for other platforms that we're not talking about at E3.
ARK VR, here we go. All right, well, lots to see. Thank you very much for giving us a little sneak peek of what you guys are doing at E3. And now we're going to head on